Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. Obviously the big news was the CPI data last night. Inflation dropped year on year to 2.5%, marking quite a remarkable turnaround if you think that only a couple of years ago it was at 9.1% at the height of the pandemic. Since then the Fed has really been pushing for this 2% target before it begins cutting rates. So the consensus is there's a close to 100% chance now that the Fed will cut rates in their September meeting next week by at least 25 basis points, possibly 50 if you believe the other rumors. But what has kind of left a bitter taste in the Fed's mouth is that core inflation month on month has ticked up 0.1%. So we're not out of the woods just yet, so to speak, with the sense that inflation will dip to 2% and everything will be happy and merry in the Federal Reserve. We still have a little bit of a way to go before we get to the target, but it is on the way there. So in that, we saw a bit of a fluctuation on gold and the dollar last night. Naturally, we saw gold just spike towards the psychological support of 2,500, as you can see on the chart here. I've got it on the 1 hour chart today because I just want to go very, very deeply intraday. But since then, it's slowly recovered, digesting the news that the Fed will most probably take a rate cut because before that, as you can see here, having a very firm top at this record high, or just below the record high. We did see a little bit higher than that not so long ago at the end of August. So as you can see here, just focus on this intraday double top at the moment. Bit of a failure swing because we didn't get above that. So now price action will be looking to possibly have another upturn towards this particular area. Let's just mark out that particular resistance area here. So we'll just be seeing if price action can move another $15 to $20 in the next couple of days. Don't forget European Central Bank data shortly because they're going to start cutting their rates even further back down to 4%. So we're just waiting to see now where we're going to go next for the Fed. Obviously next week will be such a big week for the Federal Reserve. So that's going to be a lot of the headline news in that respect. At the moment on the RSI, not too much in the way of signals on divergences, just waiting solely for fundamentals. And speaking of the flip around, we're seeing now that the dollar is just, as I said, has a spike higher due to the fact that the Fed will start cutting rates. And it's probably a confirmation that they're going to start cutting rates from last night's CPI data. Just having a consolidation now, but at least we've moved away gradually from this bottom at the mid 100 area, because if we did slide below $100, there would be probably quite a hefty sell-off in the dollar. But it's held its own, had a bit of weakness in the last couple of weeks for the greenback, but it's starting to turn around at the moment. So let me know what you're trading on, what you're thinking for the Fed. 25 basis points, 50 basis points, where are we going next? And obviously with the presidential election coming up, where will the Fed stand if Donald Trump gets back in office or if Kamala Harris gets in office? We'll have to wait and see. Will the Fed have anything to say about that as well as the markets? So as usual, this video will be posted on our YouTube and Telegram channel. So feel free to like, subscribe, leave a message, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So have a great trading day ahead. And until next time, bye for now.